Yo, what's going on, you guys? Today I'm going to be talking about step-by-step guide on how to do Amazon PPC and make it profitable from the start. Now, I know in the beginning it can be overwhelming and intimidating, especially for beginners, because you wouldn't know if you want to start manual PPC or automatic PPC, or what keywords you should choose for manual PPC. So I'm going to be breaking it down into 4 simple steps and showing you guys how simple and easy it is to advertise on Amazon. Now, before we start, leave a like. Let's try to go for 5 likes, and leave a comment down below if you guys have any other questions or suggestions for a video, and subscribe if you're new. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of March. So with that out of the way, let's jump right into it. So firstly, you're going to be starting out with automatic PPC, and I'll explain to you guys why it's better than starting out with manual PPC. So let's go to Amazon Campaign Manager and I'll show you guys how it's done. Alright guys, so we're at our Campaign Manager, and if you guys don't know, you go here, you go to Campaign Manager and then New Campaign, and then you guys will be directed to this page. Over here you're going to name your campaign, so you can name it anything. It's just for personal use, so I'm just going to name it Automatic PPC. And now for your daily budget, I would say at least $15, especially in the beginning, because you want to collect as much data as possible. So I would say at least $15. 20 would be good enough. I wouldn't go over 30 unless you guys want to speed up the process even more, but I think 20 is a good amount and it should get you guys started. Now for start date and end date, doesn't matter, just start right away. And end date, if you guys want an end date, I would say 5 days from now, but you can do that manually. Okay, so then you're gonna go to automatic targeting and then continue to next step. Over here you're gonna name your ad group name, which doesn't matter, you can name the same thing, auto PPC, whatever you like. It's just for personal use. And then over here you'll see your product. Right now it's blurred out for obvious reasons, and what you're gonna do is press select. Then once you select it, so over here it's gonna ask you for your default bid. I would say 1.1 is a good number, because the whole point of automatic PPC is to collect as much data as possible. When you guys are starting out, you wouldn't know what keywords people are using to get to your product, so you don't want to just guess it out and lose money on manual PPC. That's why you always want to start out with automatic PPC and let your customers tell you what keywords they're using to find your product. That's why I'm going with 1.1, because maybe there's some words that are competitive but are also profitable, so 1.1 is fine. And again, your default bid doesn't mean that Amazon is going to put 1.1 for every keyword. It just means what's your range. So Amazon's not going to go higher than 1.1, but it can go lower. So some words will be 50 cents, 25 cents, some words will be $1 or $1.10. So that's why 1.1 is a good number. Then you're going to press save and finish, and then you're done. So that only took me like 20 seconds to do. And again, it's not rocket science, it's just really simple. Now what you're gonna do is wait for 5 days and let Amazon PPC collect all the data. Then once you have launched your automatic PPC for 5 days, what you're gonna do is go to your ad and press download search term report, which is on the top right corner. Click that, and then there should be a button where it says download it. And then once you download it, it's gonna say it's preparing the sheet, which takes less than a minute. Then it's gonna give you the option to download, and then you click that. And then once you click that, it's gonna give you the notepad. What you're gonna do from there is press Ctrl A, Ctrl C, go to Google Spreadsheet or Excel, and then you come here. Make sure you resize the columns just so you can get all the information. Then what you're gonna do is come here and delete the product's name, because you don't need that. And then the ad group name, delete that. Alright guys, so the only information you need in the Excel sheet is the custom search term, the ACOs, and total spend, impressions. Those don't really matter, however you do need them just to see how much you're spending. But the main 2 columns you need are ACOs and custom search report. So what you're gonna do is firstly click here, go to format, go to sort range, and then go to column M, which is the ACOs, and then press Z to A and sort. Alright, so once you sort it out by descending order, you'll see your highest ACOs, and the higher the ACO, the worse. So if it's 100%, that means you're making the same amount you're spending, so that's never good. And if it's above 100%, that means you're losing money, so get rid of that keyword immediately. So you want to look for the keywords that are lower than your profit margins. So what I mean by that is, let's say your profit margin is 40%, make sure the keywords ACOs are below 40%, because that means you're making profit. If they're over 40%, that means you're not making profit. So let's say my profit margin is 40%. I would use all these keywords because they're below 40%. The lower the better. Alright, so this keyword has an 8% ACO, which is pretty good. However, you'll notice that you see a lot of ASIN numbers, and what it means by that is, let's say someone goes to this product, which is your competitors, and they see your product over here. Let's say this is your product, and they click it and decide to buy it. Then Amazon will show that they use this product, which their ASIN number is this. So you don't really need those ASIN numbers. You can just leave them at the side because you're not gonna put that in your manual targeting, so just ignore those. Just focus on the keywords that are actually words, like, I don't know, like for these guys it will be cup lids, lids, plastic lids, stuff like that. So then what you have to do is find the profitable keywords. Again, they should be below your profit margin. So if your profit margin is 40%, look for all the keywords that have an ACO below 40%. Select those words, go to Amazon Campaign Manager and create a new one, and this should be Amazon or whatever your product name is, manual. Then over here, daily budget, again $20, $15. Then go here, you're gonna pick manual targeting, go to continue next. Over here you're gonna name your ad, again the same thing, whatever, doesn't matter, manual. Then you're gonna pick your product again. Then what you're gonna do is it's gonna suggest you keywords. What you can do is actually add those keywords if you like. However, we're gonna provide our own keywords, and what you're gonna do is copy those words and paste them over here. Then what you're gonna do is come here and pick phrase. You don't want broad, you just pick phrase, and don't pick exact just yet. And then add these keywords, add a default bid of 1.1, and then save and finish. Then what you're gonna do is go to that ad set, keep clicking, go on top left corner, click keywords, and apply the suggested bids, or even go 10 or 20 cents higher than what they're asking. So let's say this keyword is asking for 50 cents, I would go with 0.7. If this keyword is asking for 1, I'll go with 1.1. So this way you're safe that your product will be on top. Then what you're gonna do is wait for 1 or 2, 3 days, see how they're performing. You'll see how much you spend, your sales, your ACO, and make sure the ACO again is below 40% if your profit margin is 40%. And if it's not, then get rid of it or lower your keyword bid, because if it's not profitable, then there's no point of doing it. Then what you're gonna do after 3 to 5 days, you're gonna see how much you spent, how much your sales were, and what was your ACO. So again, make sure the ACO is below 40%, and once you find all the keywords that are below 40%, what you're gonna do is come here and select create keywords, and then provide your own keyword. Select those words, so let's say couplets and lids. These are all profitable keywords that are below 40%. You're gonna come here and click exact, and then add these keywords, and then pause the words that are phrase, because you're already picking the exact keywords. And then that's pretty much it. What you're gonna do after that is just keep monitoring them, make sure they don't go above the ACO, and if they do, then fix your bid or go back to phrase, because if exact is not profitable, then just go back to phrase. And that's pretty much it, guys. It's not rocket science. All you gotta do is start off broad, get all the data you can, then narrow it down in your manual targeting and make sure it's phrase in the beginning. Then once you find profitable keyword in your manual targeting, go here and put it exact and add those keywords. And that's pretty much it. Just keep monitoring, make sure your ACO doesn't go above. You can get in trouble, like trouble as in you lose money. You don't ever want that, so just keep an eye on those. And one more thing, if your automatic campaign is profitable, then I would suggest just keep running it. But if it's not, then you can just pause it and just keep running with your manual targeting. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you guys have any questions or suggestions for my videos. And yeah, guys, I'm out.